Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today, yes, we got some things to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed and Stowe Reddit. So on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit that like button, as it really does help the channel. But also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing to the YouTube Bridge, where we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains to share our love, our passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. And with that said, here we go, Caps. We have a bunch of things to go over, so we'll go over it as best as we can, dropping the 2 ECs and at the end giving our conclusion. So here we go. First things up here. Now this was on the 19th and we missed this, so our apologies, but we're starting a bonus Dilithium event on Xbox and PlayStation tomorrow, but during which you can stock up your Dilithium or reserves. Again, this is on the console bridge, so bonus Dilithium event. Captains on Xbox and PlayStation can get bonus Dilithium throughout the game this week, so it's a week event. So Star Trek Online is running a special event where you can earn bonus Dilithium ore by playing content throughout the game. It's time to hit the drills. Captains, the Dilithium ore event runs on Xbox and PlayStation from February 20th to the 26th. So as of this video, the drop of this video, we still have until the 26th. During the event, bonus Dilithium ore will provide the following is provided for the following content. So the Vlugta asteroid field, 100% bonus to both the Dilithium ore daily mining mission and rich Dilithium claims. The Fleet Dil mine, 100%. Everywhere else in the game, 50% bonus Dilithium ore. Dilithium rewards from completing event reputation projects no longer receive a bonus. Unfortunately, this excludes event reputation projects. Please note, the Dilithium event does not affect rewards from the Endeavor system, but we hope you enjoy this special event and we'll see you in game. So there's that again from my console caps. Next up here, Star Trek Online will have console maintenance for February 20th. That was yesterday as of the drop of this video. Estimated downtime 2 hours. What are the notes? So here we go. This was quite a surprise. It's weird that we're getting this on console first before the anniversary event, which is weird, but it is what it is. So 2024 event campaign part 1. This already started. So captain, this is the start of the event campaign for the console bridge. It's a lot closer now to the actual PC bridge in terms of event campaigns. Remember, we have 6 events to do in this campaign to get all of the rewards. So make sure, Caps, you do the daily as much as you can to get the progress you need for each event to get all the sweet prizes. So play through multiple events to earn the Tier 6 Infinity Promotional Ship of your choice, the 2 free Tier 6 Zen Store coupons, and the 1500 low buy. That's a lot of ships you can get. That's like 4 ships you can get. A total of 6 events will participate in the event campaign, each contributing campaign progress toward this valuable prize. And of course, we know this is all going on, so we've covered this here on the channel, but the important thing is we have this event called the Defense of Pavo. We got 2 event TFOs to do this for, or can, the Pavo Dissension, which is the ground one, and Peril over Pavo, which is the space one. I find the Pavo Dissension is actually quicker, especially if you have a group knowing what they do on ground, but the space is time, so depends on what you want to do. Regardless, it's great for marks, obviously, and of course the rewards. And what is the rewards? And we'll go over it here again. All you got to do is accrue 14 days worth of the daily procs, so 2 weeks. And what is the Pavo space set? Well, the omnidirectional Pavon proton beam array, the Pavon proton energy torpedo launcher, and the console universal Pavo crystal battery. And of course, on top of that, you get the 3 featured TFO reward boxes and the 25 Dil ore single character reward only. And of course, you get the bonus rewards after completing it. And we always recommend that you keep doing the event for the bonus Dilithium and the marks, not only to fill up your reputation, but if you're done that, you can still use the marks to convert them to Dilithium ore regardless. So it is there. So again, that has started. Captains, get on that. We have already. We've done our first one today, or yesterday, I guess, as of this video. So there is that. Next up, in addition to today's launch of the Klingon recruitment and defense of Pavo events on Xbox and PlayStation, great deals await for the Klingon items and everything you need to start your adventure. So that is over here. Janeway's arms always would look weird there. Start your adventure and Klingon items sales. So again, this is on the console bridge. Are you joining the Klingon Empire during the Klingon recruit events? Now's a perfect chance to get your gear ready in honor of the return of the Klingon recruitment. We're putting every Klingon item in the Zen store off for 25% off. That's, it's not a bad sale. It's not a great sale, but it's a sale. Cats, if of course you have the resources, it's there for you. But it goes from February 20th to the 26th as well. You pick up, of course, ships, costumes, weapons, and more. Make sure your Klingon is ready to bring glory to you and your house. In addition, captains, it's a great time to start your new career in the Final Frontier. That's because the start of your adventure sale is now live from the 20th, also to the 26th on the console bridge. And you get the following here on sale: the services, uniforms, personnel, and starter packs. Don't wait. It's the perfect time to get everything you need. So that is all from the actual X feed. We're going to go now to the Stowe Reddit. A couple things. Yesterday, Kale came back and did a stream on 10 Forward, and of course the Sajukar got the notes here. And we're going to go over it quickly here. And some interesting things here to go over, so we'll go over them here. Cryptic is pretty sure they found what's been causing camera issues on console. Ever since they said they fixed it, I've still had some, not a lot, not daily, just here and there. Sometimes I log in, the camera's like right up to the aft of my ship, and when I go to sector space, it's still kind of medium out, not as worse as it was before. So hopefully that gets fixed. And they're trying to work on it. No ETA, of course, but they're working on it. Still hunting down the cause of the lag for some people. Well, I'm including that, and plus all the captains that are always on with us live on the bridge. Cryptic has looked at the things people suggested. So I thought that was interesting. For the cause, and of course, it was none of them. We'll have to wait and see. Kale hasn't heard anything about the Hangar Bay increase token. Someone in chat asked about the rumor regarding this. I've never heard about that. Hangar Bay increase token? So what are you talking about? Like 2? Up to 3 now? Wow, that's crazy. Has more hopes for a gender change token than he has in a long time. So that's good. This has been talked about, I believe, now for a year or two. So let's see if that happens, because I know a lot of captains want to do that. Seen a test of the squadron ship working. Now that's interesting. I've never heard of this concept, but he isn't sure it'll be working as something we can play in game anytime soon. So we're gonna have to look out for that. I don't know what could sort of work for that. I mean, captains, if you have an idea, maybe let me know below in the Star Trek universe, because I like my ships, but in a squadron, I mean, I guess we kind of have that going on, don't we? With, like, let's say the recent ship that was released, the Rex, with the wingmen. Isn't that a squadron? Or we'll have to see. Maybe I'm not understanding that concept. Someone asked about a second chance buyout for Red Alerts. Kale said he would pass the idea along. Oh, interesting. Kale will ask about when the Tommy gun unlock will happen, remind people about it, so that hasn't happened yet. There's issues still with the Organic Nebula. The Tal Shiar ship was included in the 14th anniversary bundle because they wanted to include a BORG ship, and that was the one they could include. Why not the Juggernaut? That's an older ship. Now that I think about it, if that was your reasoning, if that was the reasoning, I would have rather the BORG Juggernaut. But it is what it is. Console anniversary is in March. Doesn't know the exact date off the top of his head, but it's like March 13th, I believe. Ships that end up in the MUDs bundle are based on various factors like data on what ships players want the most, the newness of the ship, and how popular a ship feels. Jeez. There's no MUDs bundle that we've ever bought, and there's some that we've recommended. Very far and few in between, but that's interesting to know. Kale will ask about the Sagan getting the animated nacelles, the Connie 3, and Duderstadt-Use. I didn't even know that. I thought it had it. I guess not. We'll ask about a Section 31 rifle being made available somewhere. We'll pass along chat requests for confirmation when turning item protection off. There are planned surprises for Cast in the upcoming story arc. We're going to come visit that because a fellow captain here on the stream directed us to this link that we're going to be going over here in a bit. Spoiler alert. Just saying. We'll let you know again. We'll ask about why consoles on the Talith are not usable on every ship. Really, at this point, they should just unlock every console, or a majority of the console that are on ships, to just be usable on every ship, in my opinion. We'll ask about increasing the Endeavor cap. Sorry. Caps, I laugh because I'm still at 600 and I still have enough points, or I have enough points to go to 750, but we've never really felt the need to because we were doing fine before and we're still doing fine now. Open boxes, what? It would be extremely difficult to make a cross-faction buff. Sure. Bort is still employed by Cryptic. Someone asked about BORG chat. Interesting. Cryptic can't read any sort of story/mechanic ideas people send in due to legal reasons, and we've heard that before. No plans for any 3D printed models to come back soon. Their current plans to revamp the old removed Klingon war missions, which is weird because they said they were working on those, but lag may be tied to issues with some of the new abilities, but that isn't the whole/main problem. So we know that some of the recent last generation, I believe, manuals is what they're called, or that box that came out, they were the cause or major cause of the lag. But again, they've said it doesn't seem that is the case. We'll just have to wait and see. Non-fed ships is kind of a snake eating its own tail thing. Not as much as something like PvP. Most people who play STO want to play the fantasy of being in Starfleet. Like me, correct. Not playing some other alien faction / flying their ships, which doesn't mean that there are, okay? Doesn't mean that there are. But, I've said this before on the bridge, Star Trek has always had the Starfleet right in front of our faces as the main faction. So, and I'm one of those Fetty Bears, you can call me, Fetty Boys. Usually when there's a bug on console, but not PC, it stems from something specific to console, like its hardware / software. Making KDF / alien ships more OP would cause some more people to buy them, but there's a huge section of the player base who aren't using ships for stats. I'm one of them, meaning they aren't going to pick up a KDF ship if it's OP. Yeah, I don't care. Kale says not to quote him on it, but he thinks he recalls hearing the current story arc has 2 anniversary updates to go before it's over. Maybe that's where the rest of the ships are going to be there missing from the 14th anniversary bundle. That's him half remembering a conversation, not something that was ever written down. Well, before he left Al, that's funny, they talked about this, Al Rivera left very detailed documentation of this story arc, how it will continue. So, thought we'd go over that. Some interesting points there and some things for us to keep an eye on here. Of course, we will do our very best to let you caps know when these things actually come to fruition. So something else not put on the X feed was this. Upgrade weekend coming February 22nd to the 26th. So there you go. I just had to upgrade some things for the recent Wani that we were actually just flying there, some of the hangar bet consoles, and I was like, well, whatever, I have these, so I'll use them. But would have been nice if it was going on now, but there you go, caps. If you have some items that you want to upgrade, especially on, I believe, PC, yes, PC, then there you go. We're gonna have, it seems like these things come very few and far between, but there you go, February 22nd to the 26th. Now, again, captains, this was a spoiler alert given to us here on the bridge while we were live, so you can click away. Essentially, this is the last thing that we're going to cover for this video. And if you are gonna departing the bridge here, hit that like button, comment below, let us know your thoughts on the things we've covered so far. But if you want to know, caps, or if you already know, then join us in this conversation that we're gonna go through, or this STO Reddit post. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Spoilers for the upcoming story on the 7th rule. Are you ready, caps? We're gonna click it. Denise Crosby. Yep. Tasha. Yep. Is a guest on this episode of the 7th rule with Kirik Lofton. And she dropped a spoiler that, here we go, Tasha, not Sela, will be making an appearance as a Borg queen in an upcoming story for the game. Let me just say, My initial reaction to that is yes, yes. Okay, I have said I've had a crush on Beverly Crusher, but I also did have a crush on Denise Crosby. Now, I believe there was a movie that I loved her in as well. The Eliminators, Captains. If you know that movie from the 80s or 90s or whenever that movie released, let me know in the comments below. But she was one of the characters there, the support characters, the female lead, I believe. And it was about this half man, half like tank, machine, android, whatever. And she was in it. And I loved that movie because of her. But I also loved her sass in TNG there. So she is one of my childhood crushes, I'll say. But if this is true, then I'm ready for it. I think I'll be ready for it. Harry being the Borg King, I didn't mind it. I thought that was pretty cool. And how they actually fleshed it out in the story, in the episode, was awesome. The reactions, the PTSD, or all that stuff. So Denise, it's interesting it's Tasha, not Sela. So we're going to see how they kind of put this together, because of course Tasha's dead. I thought it would be Sela. It'd be easier, more explainable, but we're going to see if this is indeed going to happen. But I mean, she let slip it, so we're going to have to see that. Probably means that, she's already either done the voiceover or she's about to do the voiceover. I don't know. The link is here, and of course, anything that we've covered here in this video caps will be in the description below, so you can go over it at your leisure, at your time. So we're going to have to go see how this works. I'm for it. We're going to have to see. Comment below, Captains. Let me know what you think. If you stuck here at this point of this video, knowing that Denise Crosby is coming back, which is awesome, because she is pretty much a staple here in Star Trek Online, but this time as the Borg Queen. I'm ready for that sass, because she has definitely some sass. So, Captains, that is the video. That is the update, the latest that we have and information for. So do us a favor, hit that like button, comment below, let us know all your thoughts on what we've covered here on the 10 forward, the spoilers, anything like that, because I thought that was pretty interesting. And also consider subscribing here to the YouTube Bridge if you're not. And of course, we will leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.